Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, and shalom to the Hakim teaching his word throughout the four corners in true sincerity. Back with another lesson through the Spirit of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, and Lord, it be edifying unto the elect. The topic of this lesson, as you can see, all right, it says Starmer says government will introduce digital ID to ensure Britain's borders are more secure, all right, as it happened, all right. So we already know this digital ID is ultimately, a step closer to, all right, Revelation, 13 and 16, all right. And, we bring out the scripture, all the time, starting with our apostles and elders of what's to come in the future of Esau wanting to set up his new world order, all right, in a fashion of him saying, oh, it's more secure, it's quicker, it's faster, all right, you don't have to carry your Social Security on your ID, your driver license on hand. It's going to be all on one device, for it to be digitalized. This is the new system, and as you can see, all right, day by day, it's gradually getting implemented in different places around the earth. Okay, you even have systems that, well, not systems, you even have people now that have, all right, that have a CHIP within their body. All right, you even have, systems, pay with palm. So the system is already, set up, to be implemented worldwide, because that's what they truly want. Because according to Revelation 13 and 16, or 16 through 18, it talks about he calls it all, both small and great, free and, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a marking in their right hand or in their forehead. Okay, so this is going to be a worldwide thing, because Esau's new world order consists of him having complete control, over everybody, to be as a God on earth. Okay, this is Isaiah 14 and 13. It says, "For thou hast said in thine heart." So this is Esau, Edom. This is his mindset. This is what he's thinking. I will ascend into heaven, right? Him from being proud. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High, and this can be symbolic, all right, to us, because we are likened unto the stars. Okay, we are likened unto those stars, right? Because what was that? Because what was said unto Abraham? Okay, in Genesis. Look at this. Genesis 22 and 17. I'm gonna start at 15. It says, "And the angel of the Lord Yahweh called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time, and said, By myself have I sworn, saith the Lord Yahweh, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld my son and thine only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemy." So, we're likened unto those stars. So the stars of the Most High can represent us. Okay. So back to Isaiah 14, 13. It says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. And I will sit also upon a mount of the congregation in the sides of the north." So Esau's mindset is that he will continue to rule over us, have us oppressed, okay, set up his new world order, all right, and keep us here captive here in America, all right, the North America. It says, "I will send above the height of the clouds, I will be like the Most High." So, going back to that mindset of him trying to be like, all right, the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, okay, all right, even though, all right, he can't, because he's just a man. And number two, the Lord set him up, all right, and nobody can be like the Most High. All right, the Most High is the Most High. That's his name. He's the Most High, Yahweh. All right. Okay, he's trying to be a god, a godly figure. Okay, a one world government, a one world religion. All right, everybody serves him. Okay, that's why he has agendas like decreasing population, setting up the NWO. All right, basically like a movie, you know, to take over the world and have everybody, all right, under his control. All right, to know what you're doing, to know when you're about to leave your house, to know when, all right, you're coming home, to know when you're going to work. That whole system is basically a god. To know somebody is thinking, know what they're doing, know what they're about to do. You're essentially like a god on the earth. You're a god, right? That's God. That's a godlike, you know, power to have. All right. But at the end of the day, the Lord was not going to allow him to achieve that. Okay, it says, yet that shall be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So even though he's trying to be like the Most High, the Lord's ultimately going to take him down. All right, and all the nations going to see the downfall of Esau, Edom. All right. It says, they that see thee, right, shall narrowly look upon thee, right? And consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? So, all right, when it says that, let me get an NLT, right? They're basically going to look down upon him because Esau, you know, you got to give him his credit, all right? He got the dominion. He got the dominion. He's ruling these nations, all right? He has the upper hand. But when he gets taken down, it's going to be like he's unrecognizable because it's going to be like, it's like putting in Jacob, like, ain't this a nigga that was just in high school? He was the man. He like, you know, like that meme. All right, he was the man, homie. All right, back in high school, right? Right? But now, because the Lord will take him down, it's not going to be as so. I'm going to start at read 15 in NLT 2. It says, instead you will be brought down to the place of the dead, down to the lowest depth. All right, that's where he belongs. Because the scripture already called him, he's the basis of men, right? In Daniel 4:17, it says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will. So, even Esau having our mindset to be like the Most High. When you read Psalm 75, the Lord said he's the one that set up and put it down one. Right? So the reason you are in power, right, in this day and age, all right, it's because of the Lord sets you up. The Lord, as I said, he ruleth in the kingdom of men, giving it to whomsoever he will. If the Lord want to let Esau Edom rule, all right, the basis, right? That's why I compared it to. It says, and give it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it, the basis of men. So if the Lord want to set up this damn caveman to rule, the Lord can do that, all right, by, you know, taking us, the nation of Israel, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, by taking us down, and him being able to get the upper hand. For example, all right, during the Renaissance, all right, okay, where basically it was after the time when we were ruling in the Dark Ages for that 1,000-year period, and Esau came and ruled. All right, the Lord caused it to happen that a pestilence came and we got taken down, and Esau saw that opportunity to rule, okay, and the Lord gave it to him. Right, Job 9:24, the earth is given, it's been given into his hand. All right, so for him even have that proud mindset, show you that he's, all right, he's what the scriptures say, all right, he's crook, all right, he's not upright, okay, he doesn't seek out the Most High's ways, all right, he's a carnal man. You know, he believes everything that he's done is through the might and strength of his power, because he's so smart, because he's so strong, forgetting you just in them caves. Okay, it says everyone there will stare at you and ask, can this be the man who shook the earth and made kingdoms of the world to tremble? Right. All right, is this the one who destroyed the world and made it into a wasteland? Is this the king who demolished the world's greatest cities and had no mercy on his prisoners? All right. So, right, because this is Esau Edom, you know, has been going all over the earth, taking lands, destroying them, all right, destroying the earth, all right, basically doing whatever he want, all right, taking us prisoner, all right, ruling, with a you know, ruling, basically with an iron rod, right? But he's gonna be brought low. Okay? He's gonna be brought low. What that word narrowly? To gaze stare. Alright? So the eyes go be on you. Because who would have thought that this devil, right, Esau Edom, would get taken out of power? You know, you don't look at that as Esau go taken out of power, because even now you see, you know, they're the strongest nation. They got the strongest military, funding billions of dollars into their military. All right, who can take him down? All right, he's gonna be the Lord. All right, at the end of the day. All right, you know, with that quick, you know, lesson, a little one that was edifying. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Al-Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. And shalom so that I can teach in this word throughout the four corners. And true sincerity, I can most I hear shalom.